Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Since the onset of COVID and everything else, I was speaking to the great, the good, the talented and the musically gifted. I'm speaking to a lady now, my next guest, who has been involved in music for many, many years. In fact, over 50 years, and has toured all over, not alone Ireland, but also Scotland and England as well. And incredibly popular they still are. From the sunny southeast of County Wexford, and delighted to say hello to Theresa Kehoe, Theresa of Theresa and the Stars. Theresa, how are you?
Hi Jerry, how are you? I'm keeping very well, thank you.
Ah, that's excellent. That is excellent. Listen, you've had an incredible period of time in music with Theresa and the Stars.
Yes, indeed, Jerry. We started, we're 50 years this year on the road, would you believe, Tony and myself. And we've been all over England, Ireland, and all over the place. And we've continued to keep playing music until COVID happened there in March, and that's it. So please God, we'll be back at it again anyway.
Indeed so. And but you've had continually played and worked, and you built yourself up back in the early days. I mean, you're one of the most established bands in the whole area.
Yeah, we would have been, Jerry. I don't know why really. We always kept a very low profile, if you know what I mean. We didn't turn professional. We stayed semi-professional all our lives. We worked as well as playing music, and we just seemed to, hit it off with people. And I don't know, because maybe it was the kind of music we were playing, because we don't necessarily, we're not real country, if you know what I mean. We play a bit of everything. We play a bit of Irish, a bit of country. We can play pop. We can play any kind of music, really, and I think that's what stood to us with all the different things that would be going on.
Right. Now, the interesting thing is also that you became incredibly popular doing the social dancing scene.
Yeah, years ago we would have done an awful lot of social dancing and weddings and all that type of thing. The last few years, not as much. We're only a three-piece band. We were a four-piece band years ago. And we went down to a three-piece band, and then we had a lot of weddings and stuff like that. And then the weddings became for the bigger bands, for the 5, 6-piece, 7-piece bands. So we were kind of left to one side. Now we're back on track again doing that. The social dancing we would have done a lot as well. Not all over Ireland now. In the last year or two, our journeys would have been much, much shorter. But still doing the same things. We still do the social dancing. We still do weddings. We still do parties. We do everything and anything. We play in small pubs. It doesn't matter, whatever. We just play for whatever it is.
Indeed. And of course your hubby Tony is well known radio presenter in County Wexford.
That's right, Tony. Yeah, Tony Kehoe. He's the voice, I suppose, really, of South East Radio here in Wexford with his country and Irish show. Monday to Friday. And Saturday morning, then he does an early morning show with American country and then country and Irish, and then Sunday would be his lunchtime one, 11 to 1 as well. So Tony's been working in radio for the past 32 years now, I would imagine. He started on the old radio, pirate station in Wexford, and then when South East Radio became national, he started with them. So he's there ever since, and sure, he absolutely loves it, and he has a fantastic listenership, like all over Ireland and everywhere, Wales and Scotland and America and Canada, every place, like yourself, Jerry, all over the world.
Yes, as with the way things are now, that's one great advantage of where technology has come in, where you can literally today broadcast all over the world.
That's right. That's absolutely, absolutely. Because a few years ago you were just on a radio station, that was it, and there's places that you couldn't get it. But now you can you can talk to people all over the world. You can see people all over the world. And it's absolutely brilliant, the technology. And everything now is mostly online, and a lot of people are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that sort of thing. And people have just got used to what's happening.
Indeed so. Now listen, you've released a lovely track for Christmas, the greatest gift of all.
Yeah, I heard that years ago, would you believe, Sean Cuddy. was the first one I heard who recorded that. I don't know how many years ago it is, Jerry. I would have been singing it for years and years and years, and it was a favourite of mine and a favourite of everyone's. And I, like 2 years ago, I made a decision. I had never recorded a Christmas song before, and 2 years ago I just made a decision. I did two Christmas songs. I did one called Two Step Round the Christmas Tree, and the other one was Christmas Without You, and I brought the two of them out, on a single. And then I did nothing last year. I had a little bit of ill health last year, and I wasn't able to do anything. And so this year I decided, something, I think I'll go in and I just spurred the moment, really. Well, I thought about it for maybe a couple of months and said it to Andrew, the chap who plays on the band with me and who does all the music, and just said it to Andrew, and he said, Theresa, you should go in and do it because it's one of the popular ones. And as really as, I something, I'm absolutely thrilled because I never thought this would take off and be as popular as it is. And I don't know the reason why. And I just think maybe one of the reasons why is because no one here, Robert Mazzell did record it, but I think it was on an album. And so Sean Cuddy would have been the only one other than myself who would have recorded it in Ireland. Right. So I think maybe that's a part of it.
Right, it was huge. I do know it was taken out before. Another Irish artist who did it was Foster and Allen. They had it on a Christmas album as well.
Foster and Allen, none of them never had it as a single, as far as I know. No, I just brought it out now. It's not actually even out on a single. It's just for radio stations, and it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube.
Right.
It's the new way of doing things now. Anyway, so I just that's all I said. I do it just for the radio stations for this year, because in the new year, please God, we'll be going in to do another album ourselves for the band.
Right.
So that's really why I just brought it out on, as I said, YouTube, Facebook, and just to all the radio stations as well.
Right, excellent. You've already recorded a couple of albums back in the time.
Yeah, we had indeed. The first recording we did was way back in 1990, would you believe? We recorded, the World Cup was on, and Ireland were after going well in the World Cup, or the European, I think it was the World Cup, yeah. And if you remember, RTE had a competition for the best song to be written for the World Cup. So Des Wilson, God rest him, of the Cotton Mill Boys.
Yes.
We were great friends with Des. We used to stay up in his house in Bartinglass with himself and Mary Garza Wilson. And Des wrote this song, and we recorded it. And then we went to Slane to record it. And another song as well was You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover. So that's the first time we recorded. So in 1994 then, we brought out an album called Curto by the Sea. And we had, I think it was 14 songs on it, something so long ago I hardly remember, but we would have had a lot of songs on it, and we did all the music ourselves, which we were very proud of. We played all our music on it ourselves, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And then a few, we had different ones then all along. In 2016, Tony would have had, he brought out James Connolly for the the 1916 writing thing, and we had another one, the Wexford Heart, and then Underneath the Lights would be our last one. And in between then we did one of Tony and Theresa. We did another one in 1999, which was called, God, my memory's getting bad tonight, Jerry. Missed Upon the Morning. And what happened was, I'll just tell you a little story that Missed Upon the Morning. We were halfway through doing the album, and a chap who played with us for 13 years, Jerry Bates, Jerry got killed in a car accident on his way home one night. So we had to abandon that for a short time, for a couple of months, and decide whether we were going to finish it or what we were going to do. So what we did was we took songs off of some of the other albums and put it on and finished the album out in memory of Jerry. So that was that was a huge blow to us, if you know what I mean. And we carried on then after that, and our last album would be Underneath the Lights, it's called. There's 14 songs on it as well.
Right. Excellent.
So that's the story of,
it's a lot
all the songs.
It's quite a lot of material recorded and released. Well done on doing all of that.
Yeah, over the years, yeah. And then you get kind of lazy, then you do nothing for a while, and then just all of a sudden things come to you. We got the book now again after I've been in. What this year I was in as well with friends of ours. I produced an album for friends of ours called The Model Banner. I will send you a CD later on as well. And there's some fantastic stuff on it. And there's fantastic musicians to play play every kind of music really. And we did all the music. Tony played the drums. Andrew played a multi thing of instruments, and I played bass guitar on it. And I also produced it for him. And I think I got the bug after that you like to go back in. I think that's what why I went in and did the Christmas one as well. I think you just want to go in and do something else, if you know what I mean. So we said now in the new year, please God, we'll get back in and we start doing more stuff then again, you know.
Right, excellent stuff. Well done on on all of that. You're definitely a busy lass.
Well, in between I played a lot of sport in my time as well, but in between I play golf. I'm out of action at the moment. I had a little knee up a couple of weeks ago, so I'm out of action with that at the moment. But I just like keep going, to be honest with you, and I think it keeps you healthy, and the music certainly keeps you going and keeps you healthy as well. So we've been blessed all the years, like in good health and everything. So I think that's part of it as well, and enjoying what we're doing. Because if you don't, it's no place to be. To be honest with you, you really have to enjoy it.
You do, yes, you certainly do, because it's in music, all singers, musicians, artists I talk to, it is long hours and all the rest of it.
Yeah, very long hours, Joe. Yeah, and I mean, we wouldn't be nothing compared to the big bands, if you know what I mean. Our longest journey probably would be 2.5 hours from home, which is not too bad. Where at least you're home the same night that if you know what I mean. You could be going at maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, but at least you're home again at maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Where with the big bands, they're gone at maybe 12 o'clock in the day, and they're not back to maybe 7 or 8 the next morning. So it's a lot of travelling, and that's how you have to keep yourself healthy as well and look after yourself to be able to do all that, you know.
Indeed so, definitely. But listen, well done, Theresa, on everything. And I'm delighted you're still going. Delighted that yourself and Tony still have the balls on the bug. And lovely to receive your latest song, which I must say is very, very good and going down an absolute storm.
Brilliant. Thanks a million, Jerry, and thanks for playing it now, because like I said years ago, when it was back in the 70s, early 80s, that we would have been in England, played all the clubs and all the ballrooms and everything. And we had a fantastic following over there as well. And we'd still be in touch with a lot of people that are still living there. And I would have relations of my own over there living there as well. So we've all kept in touch all the years as well. And it's great. I remember we were interviewed one time for Birmingham Radio, if you remember that, and that's going back a long time. But now, thanks to being on Facebook Live and everything, it's absolutely brilliant. And the reaction that we're getting for the single is absolutely, and thanks to yourself and everyone else that's playing it,
Indeed, it's going an absolute storm. Listen, Theresa, lovely to catch up to yourself and Tony and your family. Stay safe, stay well, and listen, hopefully catch you on stage when it's safe to do so at some stage in the new year.
Yeah, please God, Jerry, and thanks a million. I'd like to wish all your listeners and yourself and your family a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And please God, you never know what will happen in 2021. We might all meet up somewhere along the line. You never know what will happen. And thanks a million again.